Okay, we are here at Springer Mountain. Today is Sunday, February the 16th, 2025. Springer Mountain, ready for Don to take off and do his Appalachian Trail hike. And so we have some questions for Don. Excited for him to be able to do this. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is my husband here, and I'm very excited and supportive of him doing this. But with him being an older adult, we have some questions. And the reason we're filming inside the vehicle is because it's very cold and windy outside, and I want you to be able to hear him. But anyway, some questions for him since he's an older adult. Don, you want to tell us your age and your trail name?
Well, my age is 63. I hope to turn 64 on the trail this year in 2025. My trail name is Hawk. I've had the nickname Hawk since I was a preteen because of the cartoon character Henry Hawk, because I'm a stubborn little tiny monster. Which is ironic because my backpack is an osprey, which is a seahawk. And
cool.
So I'm kind of drawn towards that. And so that is the name I've had that nickname even when I was in the Navy. People have always called me that.
And then your number.
My number, my registration
number,
when I got my tag, when I registered, it was number 66. I missed number 62 by a day. 62 is my lucky number. It was the USS New Jersey. But I got the number 66, which is the USS Kentucky. So my wife doesn't, Angela really doesn't like me being 66 because that's the Wildcat. So if anybody ever figures out that I'm number 62 and I'm the Wildcat, somebody may call me that. Yeah. But
yeah, I'm a Georgia Bulldog.
And my wife's a Georgia Bulldog, and I'm a Gamecock. My intention is to try to wear this New Jersey ball cap all the way to Katahdin. But who knows how much of misuse and abuse it can sustain, the fact that it has cotton in it.
Yeah. All right, so other questions for you. What has, whether, everybody hikes their own hike, whether this is a thru hike, whether it's sectional, whatever it is, what has motivated you to do this hike?
Well, it's being in my 60s, on the 50th anniversary, there was an article in Boy's Life about the 50th anniversary of the Appalachian Trail. I remember seeing that, and then friends of mine in high school, when we were in Cheyenne, were planning to hike the AT, and I heard, again, they were really involved in doing that. And then moving to South Carolina, I had friends in high school and in college, which were planning to, after high school, after college, to do it. But I never had the opportunity for timing because of economics or timing to have a gap long enough to take off for the 6 months to 8 months at that time to go do a trek. Because back in those days, you would carry a 40, 50-pound pack. That was the norm for doing the northbound track, leaving here at Springer and heading up to Katahdin.
But what motivated you? Was seeing those articles? Is that what motivated you?
The thought of doing it, of being in nature for 4 to 6 months. Growing up in Colorado as a young boy and being in Rocky Mountain National Park, and Boy Scouts and outer bound in the Colorados and in Wyoming. I liked hiking and spending time in the outdoors.
Anything in particular that you plan on, or you think that you might learn in this journey? I mean, obviously you don't know what you don't know.
Not learning, but just spending the time and reflecting, listening to, having time to reflect and listen to books on tape, while everybody thinks you're going to have these great panoramic vista views, but in reality, most of the time I'm going to be looking at my feet, making sure I don't stumble across rocks and roots. But it's going to allow me to have time to actually listen to Joyce, audio poetry, and to Ulysses, and to listen to other books on tape, and to actually listen to things which I've wanted to listen to.
Okay, cool.
So,
what's your biggest concern for the hike?
my biggest concern is mental. Physically, I hope I have a high degree of confidence I can make it. I think it's the mental challenge of getting up every day, rain and shine, in the cold, in the wet, just not getting fed up of I think the problem getting through the Great Smokies is going to be the first hurdle. And then after that, it's going to be the drudgery of getting to the post office to get the box, getting the food, getting through the dealing with the people which you may or may not want to deal with on a daily basis.
Does age have any concern at all with your biggest concerns, and y'all just disregard people coming and going? We are at a state park.
I think the biggest part about age is I think ageism towards me and other older hikers. I mean, there's kind of like there's two distinct groups on the trail. There's us older hikers, and there's the younger hikers. I think there's kind of an age bias against us older hikers. But there shouldn't be. I mean, the hostile organization should be really happy to see us because we have deeper pockets.
Yeah.
We have the money. We have the time. I mean, we're slower, we're older, and we got money.
Not much.
Not much, but we have a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have any words of wisdom for, say, even,
for somebody who's thinking about doing it?
Yeah, even older hikers.
Older hikers is drop the weight, drop the weight, drop the weight. Drop your weight, drop your pack weight, and drop your expectations. Start small. And I've listened to some hiking channels and some of the bigger thru hikers, triple crowners, world hikers, and kind of think of your way as being naked in the woods and then work out from that about what you need, what you don't need. So, I mean, I know I'm carrying too much stuff because I am carrying my fears. And then, but I'm hiking in February in the Appalachians. If I was hiking in July, I think I would carry half the stuff I'm carrying, but I'm older and I have an artificial joints, and I have to carry a CPAP machine, which carries 10 pounds of weight that a 20-year-old wouldn't have to carry. And so weight is a big thing that you have to carry as you get older.
So what is that luxury item that you're bringing with you?
Well, my luxury item is I'm carrying 2 pillows. I can't sleep without a pillow. I've tried it. But I also have 2 pillows. One is for my head, and the other one is I have to have a pillow between my knees to put underneath my knees to elevate my knees when I sleep at night. So to keep my lower back relaxed, to unwind it when after all that weight on my back, I need to stretch out my lower back when I sleep. So I have a pillow, an inflatable pillow underneath my knees to stretch out my lower back.
You trying to prove anything? Is this trying to prove anything?
No, not to prove anything. Just no, not to prove anything. Just the fact that I've been thinking about this for 30 years, and then earnestly thinking about it more in the last 10 years, and then so it's been something. So
and he's lost 100 pounds.
And I lost 100 pounds. Yeah. As I said, drop the weight. I dropped 100 pounds and dropped more weight in my backpack, and hope to drop more weight in my pack as I move up north.
And he's definitely been doing a lot of planning for over a year, so I would encourage you to do that. So one last question here about when you're on the trail, there's what's called the bubble of people that all start at once do you prefer being in that bubble, or are you
No.
somebody that you want to be more by yourself?
No, I do not want to be in the bubble. That's why I'm leaving in February. I'm leaving with all the old people, which, we're older and slower, and we're leaving in February in the cold so we can get in front of these young whippersnappers, which will catch us and pass us. But I want to get out in front of them so I can get shelters in the cold through the Great Smokies, and then they can catch us above the Smokies. The plan is for us older people is to have shelters through the Smokies, and then the younger whippersnappers can catch us in Virginia, and they can catch us and pass us. But at least we have the shelters through the Great Smokies. We don't have to share through the Smokies and then move on. But no, that's the thing is we want to have shelters to ourselves and not be crammed up. And the norovirus is the big reason why I'm trying to get through here, because it spreads out the norovirus impact. If you can get out in front of the bubble and then let the bubble impact, let them take the brunt of it the first 2 months through the Smokies.
Well, we are excited for you to be able to go and have this experience, this journey, and the things that you'll learn, and for you hiking your own hike. There are definitely different sayings that I'll share with you. May the forest be with you, for sure. And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul, by John Muir. And so we are wishing you all the best. And Don is going to talk to some other hikers that are going to be on the trail from time to time, maybe asking them, some of the older hikers, some of their motivation questions. So keep up with us, and we'll be posting onto our YouTube channel, Aging is Not for Sissies, and Hawk's Adventures. And so, good.
Woohoo! So say we all.
So say we all.